Welcome back to the channel, Sol here, and today we have another installment of Sol's Not So Quick Guide, episode number 4. And today we're going to be talking about Rifleman, specifically about Rifleman Smoking and Swarming bases. Similar to Sukas, when we are looking at smoking in and swarming Rifleman, you want to take care of the splash damage defenses. You want to take care of those defenses first. Then plan your approach well to avoid any mines, so that way you minimize the use of medkits, and therefore you can use your GBE for other more useful purposes. All right. Now I was partly boosted, so on the first 4 attack, I think I had boosted my statues of health, masterpieces of health, damage, and GBE, and the values that you see here on the bottom are the values of the boost. All right, so let's go straight to it. Like I said, I'm gonna pause this really quick. When you are planning a Rifleman Smoke and Swarm, you want to plan where where you're gonna go. Number one, and number two, you want to take care of the splash damage defenses. Here you're gonna see that on this first attack, this area right here was riddled with mines, and I wanted to avoid it. Therefore, the obvious choice was to go on this side, up on the top, and then go laterally into the base. All right. So my first set of GBUs was to take care of those two rocket launchers and that other rocket launcher. That would allow me to land my troops on this area and then smoke my troops in here, start progressing just on the open. As soon as this shock launcher, rocket launcher start targeting my troops, then I would smoke my troops all the way to the top and then keep progressing. So let's see how it goes. All right, so here you see me taking, with barrage, the three key defenses that I was talking about. So each of them took one barrage and one artillery. And because these two were close, it was bonus because they splashed from one damage the other one. No sort of special landing, just land them in the corner, let them naturally gravitate to where they're going to go. Now at the last second, you're going to see me throwing a flare to keep them all grouped and then smoke them in. The idea is I want all those troops on the ready to start attacking as soon as the smoke clears. Some of the riflemen step out of the smoke. There's no need to panic. They already shows their fate. They're gonna die or survive. And here you see me. Now I start clearing a little bit. I know I can take the first barrage, clear some of the buildings to get some extra GBE, and now I flirt to the top. And I smoke again. So this is a smoke, how you call it? This is a smoke swarm and smoke swarm tactic. You see, I avoided the last smoke because I didn't need it. Although I did drop a medkit to heal my troops. That's really important. And now I'm just on swarm mode. I'm shocking what needs to be shocked. In this case, is the mortar and that machine gun on the back because they're going to be coming close. I didn't take care of the shark because he had already fired and I knew he was going to die before he could reload. Now I'm on the final stretches. So again, you see me using that GBE to keep shock those critical defenses, which are the machine gun and the flamethrowers. And this HQ is going down. There's nothing else he can do. I did run on top of some of the mines, but I'm using now the medkits at the very end because I knew I had this on the pocket. So as you saw, this base was partly boosted, not boosted, had two statues of health and one statue of damage, and it was no match for my troops. All right, so that covered essentially the basics. Let's take a look at a different approach. I lost 102 out of 208. Now this is a smoke. Again, this is going to be another smoke and swarm, but this is not going to be a huge swarming. I'm going to take out these three rocket launchers on the top, and I'm going to smoke right here in the middle where those two shock launchers are. Take them out first, and then go for the HQ. So let's see. All right, so you see me taking down the three taking down the 3 artillery, pieces. This person had no eyes whatsoever, so just a level 3 shield generator. All right, some critters to clear the mines. Make sure I have a clear path, and then I'm gonna do a center landing, a center stagger landing instead of a linear stagger landing. Now I'll let my troops gravitate towards the closest building, which by design was right smack in the middle, and then last second I send a flare and I send a smoke. Once the troop starts gathering, I flare to the middle. Alright, why did they decide to go more to the north? I don't understand. They had a lot of space to go, but they all decided to go that way. And again, the same thing happened. Some troops are gonna step out. Don't freak out. You're gonna lose a few, but it's better just to keep on with the plan than to freak out and then lose because you made a silly mistake. So here we go, shocking the 2 key defenses, which are shock launcher, flamethrower, shock blaster, and machine guns. And I just now lead my troops do what they do. I let them swarm for a little bit, clearing the path around me, gaining some GB in the process. At this point I was already low. Once I clear enough, critters to distract the mortars from the top, shock to destroy the mortars from the left, on the right, and then go for the HQ. Shield is down, and base is down. Alright, so this was sort of a hybrid between a Smoke and Swarm and an HQ rush. Alright, let's take a look at the second type of... let's take a look at another attack which I use the same sort of strategy. On this one, the plan is to take care of that rocket launcher, take care of that shock launcher, take care of that shock launcher, smoke my troops here to the corner, take with my troops that rocket launcher, and then swarm this base. Oh, I also take out that rocket launcher too on the top, and then swarm from the top and end up in the north part of the base. Again, here you see me using artillery first and using barrage at the other end, because barrage is going to be better on the top because that's where I'm going to end. So any sort of collateral damage is just going to speed up the advances of my troops. All right. So everything that needed to be destroyed was destroyed. Now it's just a matter of landing and smoking my troops. You see me, I wait till the last second to throw my smoke because I knew there was a shock mine right there. So I needed to have that little extra time to get my troops become unshocked. Otherwise, I would have lost a big chunk of my troops, and maybe that would have meant that I would have lost. But in any case, I think I ended up losing only 50 troops on this attack, which was a pretty successful attack, if you tell me. All right, so now you can see where this is going right there. That shock is going to take care of the mortar, of the flamethrower, and the machine gun. I have a machine gun on the top. I think I ignore it, or maybe send a critter to the top, but I'm not completely sure. Let's see. Now, so I just ignored it. I said I could take the damage. Alright, so it's really imperative that I take out that mortar and those 2 machine guns. Now that I'm ready, flare to the top, distract, and medkit. That's gonna heal the troops as they come in, get them on the ready, and then just keep the swarm. You know, at this point you have the momentum, so there's no need to reflare. There's no need to do anything else. Just let your troops do what they do good. You are gonna lose some to the mortar. You are gonna lose some to the cannon, but it's no problem. Once I had enough GBE, I reflored to the north part and just finished the HQ. All right, let's take a look at this fourth attack. I lost again about half of my troops, 91 out of 203. All right, on this attack, the plan was pretty simple. Um, take out that rocket launcher because he has range to there. Take out that rocket launcher too because he also has range there. And take out this shock launcher. And then I would shock this group right here of machine guns. And I would smoke in my troops right here where that big tree is. Now, I messed up. I actually thought, I forgot that I had taken care of these two rocket launchers on my landing process before I landed. So I actually smoked my troops way too early, wasting energy. So that when I came up here, I was actually starving for GBE, and that cost me some of my troops. So let's take a look. All right, GBE, doing barrage and artillery to take out the rocket launchers, and then doing barrage and artillery to take out the shock launcher on the top. Now, for some reason, I thought that this shock launcher, that flamethrower that I just destroyed, and the one below it, I would have been able to take it with one artillery shot. I did not realize that they were not aligned on the vertex, on the corner of the square. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do a staggered landing. Main reason is because I want those troops to be nice and tight. On hindsight, this is where I was saying I started smoking way too early. There was no need for that initial smoke where it was. So that meant that I was one smoke off of my calculations. Now this was risky right here. And my intention was to grab some energy, knowing that the shock launcher wouldn't have any shots, but the mortar did. Now I flared to the top. There was a shock mine, which unfortunately I did not see it. And I start losing troops right here. It's one of the main reasons I did. In any case, I get to my point. I send a heal spell or a med kit, and then I start swarming that corner. That shock launcher can only shock a small fraction of my troops. I know that my troops on the swarm process are gonna take care of them. Once I do, then I reflare back and I go for the HQ. Now shield is down and HQ shall fall down in the next 10 seconds or so. So again, what we covered is when you're doing Rifleman Smoke and Swarm, you want to look at where you want to end up. Use GBE to take care of the splash damage defenses that are not close to your initial smoking area. Swarm to take care of the rest of the splash damage defenses, and then relocate and attack the HQ. All right, let's take a look at this. This is the last attack. At this point, my boost had run out, as you can see, and this was a pretty simple attack. Nothing really special. I think this person he just wants his HQ to get raided, so I made it in a favor, and in the process gave him some intel. Because in this one, I was sloppy, part on purpose, and in part because I was late to one of the shocks. So let's take a look. So just letting my troops get hit on purpose, just because that was my last attack of the night. Wanted to give him some intel. Now I go to that middle, and this time the troops stay a little bit more cohesive around the center instead of that previous time where they go all crazy. And there you see me. I missed that shot on the top, and that cost me some troops. Like I said, that was one of the mistakes I made. But in any case, that HQ went out really quick. He had no ice, as you can see, and I mean it was a pretty easy base. So, guys, that concludes episode 4, Smoke and Swarming. Again, on review, you want to take out the rocket launcher and shock launchers. Those are the critical defenses that you want to take out. Always, as you saw, my goal is always to minimize the GVE that I used to take on those. So I try to smoke in close to the remainder. So if I took 2 shock launchers and 1 rocket launcher, I usually try to smoke in close to the remaining 2 rocket launchers. That way I can take them out of commission really quick. So, guys, thanks for stopping by and watching this episode. I hope you like it. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button that just appeared on the screen. And there's also a couple of videos that you may be interested in. So, in any case, take care and have a good night.